Welcome to Studio 3. It's September.
Yes.
The first day.
I know.
Jeff Timmons with us again today. Fred's off this week. It's great to see you.
Good to see you as well.
How was your day in Cleveland yesterday?
It was good. I didn't get to spend too much time here. I had to take a drive to Erie, Pennsylvania for a little quick trip, and then I came back. So I didn't get to spend too much time. Hopefully today.
Busy.
A little bit.
The life of these stars.
You're right. That's what it feels like, driving that rental back and forth from state to state.
See, I love how humble you are. That's the best part about you. We've got a huge jam-packed show coming up today, so we're going to get right to it, tell you what's coming up.
That's right. Now that school has started, so does the spread of germs in classrooms. We're going to get some great health tips on how to keep your family germ-free today.
Oh, mom and dads, the ears just went, what? We want to hear about it. Plus, do you ever wonder about how the stars get their full head of lush, wavy hair? We've got some awesome tips for you.
And Kim Basinger is back on the big screen with a new movie, and we have some tickets to give away to the new movie Cellular later on today's show.
Okay, but you might have seen it a little bit earlier on the Today Show. There's been a lot of promotions about this upcoming Dateline with Jane Pauley and Stone Phillips, the exclusive interview about her bipolar disorder. And it's funny because they had a little snippet on today, a little bit earlier, and I was just saying, what exactly is bipolar disorder? And I asked the question, and a producer extraordinaire, what does she do? We've got a doctor on the show to explain. So here with us is Dr. David Musina, psychiatrist of the Cleveland Clinic, and we're talking all about bipolar disorder. So we're so happy that you're with us and to help explain a little bit, because when I was watching, I guess I assumed that it was a mood swing kind of a thing. That's what it sounded like, but...
Yeah, that's what a lot of people think about when you hear the term manic depressive illness as mood swings. And a lot of things can cause mood swings, and they may be things that are not bipolar disorder.
Yeah, I was a little alarmed, to be quite honest.
Right.
I said, oh my goodness, bipolar disorder.
Yeah, so mood swings does not mean bipolar disorder. It's just one part of the disorder.
Really?
What are some of the other symptoms of bipolar disorder?
Well, bipolar disorder is a mood disorder. Everyone's got moods. They go up, they go down with normal life. People with this condition, also known as manic depressive illness, have periods of time when their mood is abnormally high. It's way beyond feeling good. And other times when their mood is below that normal low baseline, when they're very depressed. Those are characteristics, the primary characteristics of this disorder. With each phase of illness, there may be different symptoms with the depression and with the high times. And that might be something that your listeners might want to know about.
Yeah.
What are some of the behaviors during the high times? I mean, you're saying people have abnormally high moods. How do they act during those times?
Yeah, unfortunately, Hollywood depicts some really seductive portraits of mania when someone's high, but really the people are suffering when they feel very, very good. They have racing thoughts. Their mind just won't slow down. They may act impulsively with things like speeding, spending, sexual encounters. All of those things that happen during the same time can cause a lot of grief and suffering for patients and their families.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has their ups and their downs. You know what I mean? But how do you say this is really down, or how common, maybe is a better way of putting it, is manic depression, for example?
We believe that manic depression affects more than 2 million Americans every year, and so the figures vary a little bit, but between 1 to 4 out of 100 people. So it's relatively common, unfortunately not often diagnosed in people with depression problems. It sometimes is missed.
Does it get progressively worse as it goes on, or how do you treat this disorder?
I wouldn't say, Jeff, that it gets progressively worse, but it is a chronic illness, so that if you've been diagnosed with this, you're likely to continue to have these problems. The treatments are with effective medications and other therapies that are targeting mood stability, trying to keep your mood in that normal up and down range that people without this disorder have.
Are certain people maybe more prone to being bipolar?
Well, there is a family connection, so there's a genetic risk. So if these problems run in your family, you might be more likely to have that. But people from all classes and walks of life and all cultural and ethnic backgrounds are equally affected by this disorder.
Yeah.
What would you suggest to somebody that may experience these symptoms but be afraid to talk about it, or be afraid to go out there and get treatment or seek treatment because they're afraid to kind of go out there and have people judge them or something like that?
Right.
It's a really tough call. I would suggest talking with either a family doctor or a trusted health professional. If you know a psychiatrist or a psychologist, to make an appointment just to discuss that. It may be that your friends and family are on a need-to-know basis initially, but really there should be no stigma attached to this. This is a mental health problem that affects a lot of people that you shouldn't be ashamed of having.
It is. It's so scary.
It is scary.
And that's a really good point that you brought up, because there's that whole, like, what will people think about me?
Yeah, it does
So
happen.
once you prescribe the medicine, is this like a lifelong thing? Are you on it from that point forward, or, you know, does it get better?
Yeah, getting folks out of either a depression time or out of one of the manic highs, we try to get the right medication balance and the right therapy balance to keep their mood stable, and oftentimes it is lifelong treatment.
Well, this is some really good information. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
We should remind everybody that Dateline airs right here on Channel 3, and you can see that whole interview with Stone Phillips and Jane Pauley tonight on Dateline. It's going to be interesting.
Can't wait to see it.
That's
Tune
for
in.
sure.
Make
All
sure
right.
you tune in.
We've got a lot more coming up. Germ-free homes. That's what all parents want for their kids. All the details, they're coming up next.
Welcome back to Studio 3, everybody. I'm Jeff Timmons, and we're doing our cooking segment today with George Wong. George is the owner of the Pearl of the Orient restaurant in Rocky River. Today we're going to be making seafood lo mein, right?
Yes, yes.
And you have an event coming up at your restaurant. You want to
Yes.
tell everybody at home
we
about
have
that?
a lobster bake coming up starting September 20th. And the lobster bake is like a clam bake, except we add on the whole lobster, the Fukien style, a fresh lobster. And today I'm going to make a seafood ho fun noodles. I'm going to start with some ginger, garlic, and sesame oil with scallions. And we have a hot wok heat up here.
Jeez, that looks really hot, George. Now,
That's right.
Do you need a wok to make Chinese food?
No,
That
you
might
just
sound like
really-
a dumb question, but
You just really need a good pan.
okay.
And this is, we got scallops, and we got jumbo shrimps, baby shrimp, and calamari. And we have cut it into strips. If you like the recipe, please email check on wkyc.com. And
It looks very hot. Now, how long do you have to let the pan heat up before you start cooking and all that?
about 3 minutes on high heat.
Okay.
And here we have lo mein noodles. They're like spaghetti noodles. Green onions, bean sprouts, sliced mushrooms, and sliced cabbage.
Nice. I
And-
see you have some oil here. What kind of oil did you use to start this
We
dish?
used sesame oil, or at home you can use soybean oil.
Oh, terrific. Terrific.
Yes, and it's, or even olive oil is fine. Just use the regular.
Now, I know some people can't have seafood, so if you had to substitute something in there instead of seafood, what would you suggest?
Very good. You're becoming a pro in the kitchen now.
Well, I got to tell you, George, I don't know if you know this or not, but I used to be a cook at a Chinese restaurant myself. Now, it wasn't the best Chinese restaurant in the world. It was no place like Pearl of the Orient or anything fancy like that. But, you know, I know my way around the kitchen a little bit.
Good.
Don't have me cook, though, right now.
Right,
On TV.
right. We have, you were saying?
Yeah, instead of seafood, what
Right.
can you put in there?
We can put actually chicken,
Okay,
sliced white chicken, or sliced beef.
right.
Chicken would work. Just veggie would work too. If you have broccoli, celery, bell peppers, sweet peppers, just parboil the veggies and then stir fry with the lo mein noodles.
Smells delicious, by the way.
Right.
It looks
Thank
great.
you. We have some soy sauce, and that would add some coloring to it. And this is oyster flavor sauce. You can get it in a Chinese store. There's one downtown on East 30th and Payne Avenue
Okay. What's the name of that place?
called Ting Hall.
Okay.
Look for Mr. Chen.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Very good, very good. Now, I saw some other spices and all that stuff.
Right.
What is this right here?
This is minced garlic.
Okay.
And then we have minced ginger.
Right.
And then the sesame oil and diced scallion. I really like scallion, so I'm going to throw it all in.
It looks delicious.
And now we can put the noodles in there.
And that goes in last.
That's right.
Now, the noodles, are they pre-cooked or do you get them like that?
Yeah, we parboil the noodles
Okay.
first, and then when the meat is ready, we just kind of throw it in and kind of stir it up or mix it up.
Wow. It looks amazing. And George, your restaurant is Pearl of the Orient in Rocky River, right?
Yes, 19300 Detroit Road,
And if people want to pick up the recipe for this wonderful dish, they can get it on the website?
wkyc.com.
All right, terrific.
Yes, and then my sister has one in Shaker Heights in Van Aken Shopping Center, Van Aken Boulevard.
Everybody, go check out George's restaurant, Pearl
And
of
we
the
have,
Orient. in
sushi
Black River.
now.
And we have some sushi over here.
Right.
This looks
We have
delicious.
the
by way.
dragon roll, this salmon sushi, and we just started a new sushi bar. So
Terrific.
things are going great.
Well, thanks for staying with us, George. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
have to check out your restaurant. Everybody, stay tuned. We'll
Thank
be right
you.
back.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
So he brought fortune cookies, and there's a big rule on the show. You've got to open up the cookie, read your fortune, and add in bed to the end of it.
All right, here we go. Watch your relations with other people carefully. Be reserved in bed. Don't know about that one.
I'll let you know mine tomorrow.